San Francisco has an incredible art history. One of the greatest paintings of the 20th century was painted here on Fillmore Street. And that building right up there on the second floor, in that bay window, by a woman named Jay DeFeo. A painting called The Rose. It took her 8 years to paint. From 1958 to 1966, she set out to do a painting that had a center. Through those years, she lived there with her lover at the time, through legendary Christmas parties, always saved the Christmas tree until it absolutely completely fell apart. When the rose was finally determined to be done, they found there was no way to get it out of the building. It was so thickly impacted with paint. It is a huge painting. If you get to see it, you need to see it in person because the presence of this painting is piercing. A flat photograph does not do it justice. So what they had to do is they had to knock out that bay window. There was a crane parked right where I'm standing now. Went up there and lowered it down from the window. For the last hour before they did that, it was wrapped. The painting was wrapped. Jay DeFeo herself lay on her back on top of the painting with her arms crossed as if she were dead. This is about that moment. The rose window, an homage to Jay DeFeo. A little note from Joseph Campbell. When you're in the presence of the ultimate deity, you don't concern yourself with economics. Look, children, the old man says, look straight up above the store of strange gods. In that top flat, a woman cracked her heart. Her soul slipped out. She fought it. She wrestled with rich paint, with knives, with brushes. She filled and wiped the plane. Peaks of color stabbed the light. Her brain whispered, "You are done." She curled up and slept. Years or days passed. Her shoulders softly touched. Now, the man said, beauty must sell. There's much for your reward. By that window, she cried. Old men, new ones, walked through her narrow door, waving paper, shouting she would ignore it all. Some of her died with a cold price. Time came. This had to move. The colored piece of blood, soul, time. She smoked, a short retreat from her room. Doors too small, window too tight. Trucks came 3 floors down, tools to rip a birth canal. While they worked, she slept by her work, rode it from that window to fierce daylight.